people are no longer owning what's called perpetual licensing. They're going into these different ways of subscribing to a capability. You've said, yeah, this is really cool. I really want that feature. I'm willing to sacrifice X. And what you're sacrificing is any type of ownership or control after your term has expired. It used to be like, hey, you're no longer on a supported version of this software. That concept is going away. It's not like, hey, you're out on your own and you're not getting patches and updates and the most up-to-date code. No, you're done. You're not paying anymore. You no longer have access to this platform.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Incident Report presented by Quest Technology Management. I'm Paul Burke, Director of Technology Communications. Every week, I'm joined by VP of Sales and Partnerships, Adam Burke. The Incident Report brings you conversations with thought leaders, business innovators, and channel mavericks to help you stay productive and agile in a changing technology landscape. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Incident Report. This is episode 49. Of course, I don't do this show alone. Adam Burke across from me. Adam, how are you doing today?
Paul, super excited to be here. I have the opportunity to host our channel partner team at headquarters this week. So I am up in beautiful, dreary, rainy Sacramento, California at our Roseville headquarters office, just enjoying this magnificent California weather.
Yeah, a little behind the scenes. I'm excited, Adam, that we just actually are able to talk together because it was like 20 minutes of trying to figure out this audio, but we did. We finally got there.
We're there. We're recording. We are live, episode 49. We should have had a little 49ers bit planned for this, but I digress. Let's jump into our discussion around subscriptions and all the fun channel shenanigans going on out there in the world today.
For everybody who's listening, just imagine a really hilarious, funny 49ers bit where we both get injured and can't finish the pod.
And then someone with a horrible Philly accent comes in and finishes us off. That'd be great. That'd be good.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
So you mentioned in our pre-show conversation, you mentioned subscriptions. You really want to kind of dive in, talk about subscriptions. And I think a great article for that is channelvisionmag.com. Red Hat introduces new partner subscriptions, a no-cost subscription model that allows partners deeper access to Red Hat open hybrid cloud portfolio. What do you think of this, Adam? What are your thoughts on subscriptions? That's a broad topic since everybody's pivoting to subscriptions these days. And I think in that one paragraph of speech, Adam, in that one monologue, I've exhausted the amount of times I ever want to say subscription again.
If anyone can do a quick audit on us and get a tally as how many times Paul said subscription in the last 2 minutes, we'd really appreciate it. Get you a Quest gift card for that one. So I want to talk about subscriptions because we're seeing this with clients, with partners dealing with this. And I think this Red Hat article is a great example of it. Paul, are you familiar with kind of the Hotel California, the great song Hotel California? You can check in, but you're never leaving.
Yeah, you can't check out. Oh yeah, it's a classic. I love it.
It's very deep. A lot of American literature. You can go deep in the lyrics on that one. But regarding subscriptions with software and hardware, we're seeing hardware vendors, software, SaaS. People are no longer owning what's called perpetual licensing. And they're kind of going into these different ways of subscribing to a capability. And I think this is happening for a couple reasons. Earlier this year, we saw a big pivot, last year, to a new commerce experience with Microsoft. Before that, Microsoft was kind of in this month-to-month game. Hey, pay us every month and all these types of things, and no big deal, just pay for your licensing as you use it. They moved to a new commerce experience where basically they said, yeah, you can keep your month-to-month licensing. We're just going to charge you anywhere between 15 to 25% more. And if you want to keep your current pricing, work with your CSPs to get like an hour or an annual commitment. We're seeing a lot of other vendors do similar games when it comes to maintaining licensing. So big OEMs, as you're going through your refresh cycle or extending the life of your hardware, there were games that used to be played by folks like Oracle and other OEMs where you would have to pay for the next version of software in order to keep the functionality and the warranty in place.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing that same game, but with subscriptions. So rather than renewing your assets and renewing a new contract, you're basically agreeing to will rent the capability for an express period of time. And that's changing. And the reason they're doing that not to be cynical, but the reason they're doing that, and I think a big driver of it, is how people are paid and how public companies are recognizing revenue when they're reporting it to the street. They like monthly reoccurring revenue, but they also like total contract value and annual contract value. So as for partners and for everyone we're all talking to, we all got to use stuff out there to do managed services, to provide help for clients. And sometimes these folks in the back room are figuring out different ways to, what's a polite way to say this? Extract as much value as they can from their software and hardware clients.
Well said, perfectly phrased.
Basically getting as much as you can out of those software renewals. So just be aware of it. It's happening across the board. Everyone's kind of doing it. Microsoft kind of led the charge, as they often do, into kind of new ways of consuming technology. And this Red Hot article was a great example of that.
I'm not going to lie, Adam, I don't know the lyrics to Hotel California, but I do now because I just looked them up. The lyric, some dance to remember, some dance to forget. Do you think some people are going to forget subscription model, go back to purchase and ownership? Or do you think subscriptions are here to stay? The subscription horses are out of the barn.
It's the new world order until something else comes and disrupts it. So I know that's a very lame answer, but right now people have elected. There was this thing, Andreessen Horowitz, famous for saying, I think it was Horowitz. No, it wasn't. Mark Andreessen. Basically, software is going to eat the world, and it's in the middle of eating the world right now. It's getting more prolific with it being everywhere and everything that we do. People have you've kind of willingly walked into this model. You willingly signed the terms and conditions, you agreed to the policies, you've said, yeah, this is really cool. I really want that feature. I'm willing to sacrifice X. And what you're sacrificing is any type of ownership or control after your term has expired. Right. So, it used to be like, hey, you're no longer on a supported version of this software. That concept is going away. It's going to be now, hey, a little bit Black Mirror-ish. You're no longer, paying for air. You're not going to breathe anymore. It's like, oh shoot, So that's kind of the model you're moving towards. It's not like, hey, you're out on your own and you're not getting patches and updates in the most up-to-date code. No, you're done. You're not paying anymore. You no longer have access to this platform, and that gives people a lot of control, and a lot of people kind of willingly walked into it because of the capabilities that look pretty sweet. Little divergence here, but it's if you want to reference, it's kind of like Hansel and Gretel, right? You're walking through the woods, you're out there, you're looking for good technology. All of a sudden, you're hungry, you're cold, you're tired, and you're looking for someone to help you present your data in a nice clean way, and you see a house built out of candy in the middle of the woods. You're going to walk into that place, you're going to eat some gummy bears and some crackers, and you're going to get fat, dumb, and happy, and before you know it, Microsoft's baking you in the oven and eating you for dinner. So I'm not Microsoft. I'm not comparing Microsoft to the witch from Hansel and Gretel, but it's nice in here, it's comfortable, it's just be aware when you're getting fattened up. Just be aware of it. At least Gretel had her head on a swivel and got him out of there. Great remake of that movie, though, by the way. I watched that on a flight the other day. Oh man, brutally horrible. It was really good.
That is a dark movie.
Very dark. Yeah, we're just ripping through it, man. We got old nursery rhyme references. We've popped off about Microsoft a couple times. I think we're hitting on all cylinders today, Paul.
All cylinders. Also, real quick, you mentioned you want to talk on CRN.com, that Palo Alto Networks CEO Nikesh Arora, which I know how to pronounce that name because I literally went and said, how do I pronounce this name? And there is a YouTube video viewed 375 times of just somebody pronouncing the name Nikesh Arora. So now I know how to say it.
Yes, those 375 searches were all people who were interviewing him. Yep.
Yeah, 100%. So Palo Alto Networks CEO Nikesh Arora on SASE, AI, and why partners are more important than ever. It's a big article. It's a big interview. I encourage you all to go read it. It's very interesting. Adam, what were your takeaways from it?
Really just kind of in line with what we're always talking about. Partners are critical to the ecosystem. You got to have somebody putting the technology together, helping out with the scoping and understanding what the business is trying to do and what value that product is going to bring. If you're a hammer, everything looks like a nail. So if you're a Palo Alto rep, everything needs to be Palo Alto, but partners are going to be the ones who help clients integrate that tech and get those services operational. So scoping it out, helping to identify it, helping to get the life cycle turned on, get all the features turned on. SASE framework is not a set and forget type framework or mindset. So, I think it's critical, and this article speaks a lot to where partners can add value and how we can help customers.
Yeah, and Palo Alto says they want to double their growth rate, or they want to double the company's revenue in the coming years, which means like a 20% growth every year. So they're really leaning in heavy to their partners to make that happen.
Yeah, we've seen them make some good improvements in some of their renewal policies and some of their enablement of the partner channel, and they've been good, and things are, everyone's kind of they're going where the growth is, and the channel is definitely where the growth is right now.
So we're definitely going to keep an eye on that and see what develops. Adam, we've come to that part of the show that we like to call, "Hey Adam, what's coming up this week for you that you're looking forward to?" So Adam, what's coming up this week that you're looking forward to?
Well, we have our entire partner team at HQ this week, so going to be some cool new stuff coming out for our partner channel. We announced some additional incentives, some new capabilities with our technical on-call support that we're putting out to the channel, as well as some additional incentives for some of our agents that we're working with through our technology service brokers. So really excited about that. The program's done fantastic. We had some amazing growth in 2022. We're looking to continue that in 2023 with the help of our partners. So piggybacking on that Palo Alto Networks comment, that doing it and helping growth with the channel is definitely key to our strategy. So excited for this week and what's to come.
Awesome. I love it. Sounds like a great week. Adam, thank you for joining us. And everybody listening, thank you for joining. And we'll see you next week for the big 50th.
Thanks, Paul. Have a great week, everybody.
Thanks so much for listening. The Incident Report is brought to you by Quest Technology Management. With over 40 years of experience, Quest is a leading technology integrator working seamlessly with your staff and systems to achieve your IT goals. Learn more about everything they do at questsys.com. And if you have questions or suggestions for the podcast, you can always email Adam and myself at theincidentreport@questsys.com. We hope you have a great week, and we'll see you next time.